What's up, future fighters? It's Alex here on the Buddyfight News Corner, bringing you the first of our new segment, Deck Building 101. A lot of people have asked for help building decks because they're either A, struggling, or B, new to the game, or C, they just want more help building decks. And so I decided to cater to the newer competitive players, or the players that are trying to switch from casual to competitive, and start with headline number one, the Buddy. I've seen a lot of players make ineffective Buddy choices, and so I decided this would be the first of Deck Building 101 because it's, while small, it is an important thing, and it is an important part of the game. Keep in mind that this is more for competitive players, and it's just advice. So if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't want to follow what I'm saying, that's cool. I'm just here to tell you. You do what you want with the information. So, first off, how do I pick a buddy? You should always make the buddy something you're not going to hesitate to call. If you know you're going to call it, make it the buddy. In a Seeger deck, make Spartan the buddy. That one's a trick. Do not make Seeger the buddy, because SD Seeger is a thing. If you're running both Seegers, you don't know which one you're going to see first, so make Spartan the buddy. That way, because you know you're going to go in Spartan. My example that I was going to use was Purgatory Knights. Make Demios the buddy. Not because he comes in a cool gold buddy rare foiling. Not because he also comes SP foil as well. But because he's free to call. You're going to be playing 4 of them. And as soon as you see him, you're calling him and you are swinging with him. With all the other cards, you might not call them. Demios, as soon as you rip that bad boy off the top, you're dropping him, and you know it. Don't even pretend like you're not going to. Make sure that there's a playset in your deck prior to picking the buddy. You don't want to run less than 4 of your buddy, unless you're Joel and you decide to do the My Buddy thing so you can run more Omni Lords. Clever. But the buddy gift can be the difference between living another turn and death. There's been plenty of times where I've forgotten a buddy call, or I didn't see my buddy, and I was 1 life short of living and then beating my opponent next turn. There's been plenty of times where that 1 life has kept me alive for the 1 turn I needed to top deck what I needed to beat my opponent. It's happened plenty of times. I've got recordings of it on the area. You can ask my teammates, my friends, players at my locals. The buddy gift is important. It may just be 1 life, but like I said, that life could be the difference between living 1 turn and dying. So, what shouldn't you do when you're picking your buddy? You shouldn't make the choice of your buddy before building the deck. You should build the deck first and then pick the buddy, not the other way around. There's been a lot of ineffective choices of buddies that I've seen online, on the Buddyfight page, on area, on trade cards, on deck forums, on videos. I've seen them everywhere. Going back to BKs, there's been, especially since Buddy All-Stars, a lot of people love Inferno. I love Inferno. He's great. He's a great card, but you should never make him your buddy. He's cool. I know he's cool. You know he's cool. Justin Gee, the 3-time New York regional champ and DMV champ, plays Purgatory Knights. He knows he's cool. But even he would tell you, do not buddy Inferno. Like, I like Inferno, and I love Inferno more than I love Demios. But granted, he is Demios, just upgraded, but he's a very ineffective choice. Please do not pick him. Do not give too much personal attachment to the buddy zone. There's been a lot of people that take the buddy zone and they attach more meaning to it than it actually needs. And I blame Bushiroad for that because they promote the buddy zone so heavily, especially using the show and giving it the name Buddy Zone. It's nothing more than a way to gain life. It's just a mechanic. Don't put more meaning to it than it needs. Like, I've seen people play drum decks that because they love drum so much, they make drum the buddy, and then they use Giga Howling. If you're using Giga Howling, please don't make drum the buddy. Please make something else the buddy. Because I know you're running 4 size 1s or even Boomerang Dragon. Make Boomerang Dragon the buddy if you need to. Because Giga Howling goes off if drum's on the field or your buddy's on the field. Not drum that is your buddy. It's drum or your buddy. So, please make your buddy something that's not drum. That way, your impact has more chances to go off. That way, your impact could do what it's poorly designed to do. End games. Make the buddy something that you do not make something the buddy that you won't be able to call or won't call with as little complication as possible. Going back to Demios and Inferno, don't make Inferno the buddy just because his call cost is kind of ridiculous. Granted, it's worth it, but it's not easy. You're not always going to have 2 Gauge and Purgatory Knights. You're not always going to have an originally sized 2 monster to put them on top of. So, you want to keep it simple. You want to pick one of your size 1s, or you want to pick a Demios to be your buddy. That way, you need the life, just throw it out there. Get the life. It's just, I've seen a lot of people, I'm going to keep repeating that over and over, that make the buddy and then they make the deck because they want a certain card to be the buddy. That's what I mean by attaching too much personal meaning to it. My buddy changes every time my deck changes. Unless, of course, my buddy stays in. But that's after the deck has been constructed, not me wanting to keep the 4 copies of my buddy in there. Like, I played Dragon World. I've changed from a drum deck to a Crimson deck to Viking Sword to 5th Omnis. And every time my buddy has changed. Right now, my Dragon World deck is Jackknife Drum, so my buddy's Jackknife Drum, obviously, but you'll see the deck profile eventually. I'll remember to post that one. But, yeah. I mean, there's not much more I can say. I think I've said it all. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything, leave it down below. Like, comment, subscribe for more content. We're going to keep bringing you more stuff. We have more boomer busts on the way. We got more deck profiles on the way, especially with Mikado Evolution dropping this week. And I'm assuming we're going to finish Deck Building 101 because we just started it. But be on the lookout. We're the Buddyfight News Corner. We're here for you. We're here for the community. And we'll see you again.